It seems it's time for the French, who gave America the Statue of Liberty, to take it back. If we go by what happened in Florida in the Trayvon Martin case, the equality of men before the law may still be a far way away in the U.S. In 1865, Edward de la Boulaye, a French abolitionist and supporter of President Abraham Lincoln during the American Civil War, proposed creating a monument for the United States. According to the U.S. National Park Service's website, as the president of a French anti-slavery society, de la Boulaye believed that the passage of the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery in the U.S. in 1865 was a milestone, and it proved that justice and liberty for all was possible. 10 years later, with the help of friend and sculptor Auguste Bartholdi, La Boulaye turned his proposal into a reality. But in February 2012, 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was denied that liberty and freedom to be out walking in the rain in his community, eating candy and sipping a soft drink. George Zimmerman, who believed in vigilante action, stalked the young man, attacked him despite being told by police dispatchers not to approach the youngster, accosted him, and in an ensuing struggle shot him dead. It was the type of action we in the Americas had been schooled to believe existed in undemocratic places like Cuba, where community committees supposedly spied on their neighbors and reported to the authorities on behavior they thought were against the spirit of the state. On Saturday, July 13, 2013, Zimmerman was found not guilty of second-degree murder and manslaughter by a jury of 7 women after his lawyers had argued that he acted in self-defense when Martin allegedly fought back. It's difficult to see how a jury could have arrived at the decision it had, even if one of the 2 witnesses to the occurrence ended up dead and unable to tell his side of the story. The preponderance of the documented and circumstantial evidence confirmed that Martin was the victim of an armed attack by a man who, without any evidence, determined that he was a potential housebreaker on the prowl. To the layman, it would seem that the only issue was how the aggressor became a victim acting in self-defense. That he chased the boy whom he told the police dispatcher was running away, despite the dispatcher's advice not to follow him, confirms his actions were meditated. Whether Martin was black, white, or yellow, Zimmerman had no authority to encroach on his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of the American dream. The U.S. Justice Department's statement on the Trayvon Martin-George Zimmerman case, that it continues to have an open investigation into the death of Trayvon Martin, offers little comfort to the family of the dead boy and the many people in America and the world who see a skewed justice system that seems to benefit primarily a race or a class. According to the Justice Department, experienced federal prosecutors will determine whether the evidence reveals a prosecutable violation of any of the limited federal criminal civil rights statutes within its jurisdiction, and whether federal prosecution is appropriate in accordance with the department's policy governing successive federal prosecution following a state trial. Edward de la Boulaye was said to have believed wholeheartedly in the common law of free peoples, an ideal in which every person was born with an inalienable and sacred right to freedom. But over time, his Statue of Liberty gift to America came to stand as a beacon to a country of freedom, particularly after Portuguese Sephardic Jewish poet Emma Lazarus was asked to compose a sonnet for a fund for the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty. The result was a poem titled The New Colossus, in which Lazarus named the statue the mother of exiles, who declared, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe the free." Neither the liberty nor the welcome seem appropriate to Trayvon Martin and others who feel justice is miscarried, and maybe Monsieur de la Boulaye's statue and the dream he held remain ahead of their time and place.